What is up, YouTube? T-Roy here at T-Roy's Music. I know it's been a while. I know I haven't done what I said I was going to do and continue to post new videos as often as I should. But I'm getting ready to go to the NAMM show here in Nashville, and I've had a lot of stuff coming in, a lot of new stuff that we've had to get out, sales. We also do some shipping and things like that. I just hadn't got around to it. No excuses. I'm going to get better, I promise. And we'll start getting more and more videos out. But I thought today we would do a cool video on a topic that, believe it or not, I know a lot of you guys out there that have been playing for many, many years, or really not even many years, I mean 4 or 5 years, know the difference between a standard acoustic and a cutaway acoustic. We get the question a lot. And there's a lot, believe it or not, that don't know, that are new players and what it does for you and what it's about and so on and so forth. So I thought that I would do a quick video on it, and I thought this would be a really a neat, cool thing to do. So I have 2 guitars here, and I'm going to go through them and show you what they do, what it is, and what the upper bout and the lower bout of the guitar is, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I think it would be cool. So let's get started. Well, the first guitar we'll start out with is what we call a standard acoustic. This is a standard acoustic guitar, full size, standard, no cutaway, obviously. For the people who don't know what a cutaway is, and I'm going to show you in a second, but typically the bottom half of the guitar would be cutaway or slightly contoured to allow your hands to get to the upper frets here. It's a lot harder, obviously, if you're playing down there. If you can't move any further than the top of the guitar. Now, a standard acoustic guitar has a upper bout and a lower bout. Some people call it the bottom and the top. This is the treble and the bass. Some people refer to it as the treble bout and the bass bout. This is what we call the waist of the guitar. You can see how it contours through here and through here, and that's the waist of the guitar. A lot of people call it that. There might be other names for it, but that's what I've always referred to it as, and that's what I think you hear it a lot. But this is the treble bout, the waist, and the lower bout of the guitar. And so that's what they're referring to when you hear those terminology. Now, this has been around for hundreds of years, and believe it or not, the next guitar I'm going to pick up is, if I don't crash those first, this is a cutaway. Now this is the part we talk about, the cutaway. Anytime a guitar, typically in the model, will have a C in it, typically that stands for cutaway in the guitar. But that obviously allows me easy access to the frets, to the upper frets down here while playing. Now again, it still has a treble bout or an upper bout, a waist, and a bass bout or a lower bout of the guitar. Some people will argue that a standard guitar, because there's a little more surface area, has a bigger sound, more resonance acoustically, even tone I've heard. But I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. That is definitely for you guys to, it's a debatable thing. But I've never really felt that way. But anyway, this guitar is a pretty much a standard cutaway. This is called a Venetian cutaway. This is the rounded part. You'll see guitars that have a Florentine cutaway, and what that is, if you see the back when it's cut away, you'll see it come to a point. It's real sharp. I don't have one here. Well, I will, but I don't have any right now. But it comes to a point right here, and that's a Venetian cutaway. I'm sorry, that is a Florentine cutaway. This is the Venetian cutaway here. So when you hear guitars referred to, oh, that's you want a cutaway, or he's playing a cutaway acoustic, this is what a cutaway is, and this is what it does for you. It allows you to get to these frets down here. Now, these guitars are not new. People think, oh man, cutaways, you know, when I say new, I'm talking about not 30 or 40 or 50 years. I think Gibson first introduced the first cutaway, their first version of the cutaway was, I think, in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken. It was a long time ago. And prior to that, there's cutaways going back to the early 18th century. I mean, cutaways have been around a long, long time. This is nothing new. This is just something that's really cool, especially if you're not just a strummer and you do play some lead or play a lot of lead on an acoustic. Cutaways are great. Now, bluegrass players will probably not agree. They typically will like full size. You'll see Martin, especially the Martin D28. You'll see a lot of in 18s, but a lot of bluegrass players, and they're a full standard size guitar like this guy is. They don't have the cutaway, but they typically, you know, although they do play up and down the neck, you know, they don't seem to bother those kind of players. But some guys who do play a lot of lead on the guitar, whether it's rock, country, or so on and so forth, will enjoy this. But as a new player, it really doesn't matter. Get the guitar that's comfortable, sounds great to you, and that's in your budget. This guitar, it's not necessary to have a cutaway. I prefer a cutaway just because I'm used to them. I like having the access to the frets a lot easier down there. Now, if I'm just playing rhythm, I might play a full size standard guitar maybe, and and it has nothing to do with I think it's bigger sound or so on and so forth. I have both, but I do use a cutaway a lot. So anyway, that's kind of the history on the cutaway, or not a real detailed history, but it kind of gives you an idea what the differences are between a standard size guitar and a standard size guitar with a cutaway, a full bout guitar or full treble side top of the guitar. A lot of terminology. You know, some of you guys out there might disagree and say, "Oh, yeah, that's not called this; it's called that." I know there's a lot of names for it out there, but like I said, the standard is, I'm going to say it one more time, this is the bout of the guitar, the upper bout or the treble bout of the guitar. This is considered the waist, and again, you guys might have a different name for it. And this is the bottom bout or the bass bout of the guitar. This is the cutaway, and this is a non-cutaway here that I just showed you. But that's the differences on the guitars. I thought this would be a kind of a cool video for some of you that don't know, would like to know and know a little bit more about it. And there's a lot more to it than that. I didn't want to get too crazy detailed on too much deep history. I don't want to bore you and put you to sleep. I just wanted to do a quick update because I do get this question a lot, especially for new players that come in the store and they'll come in and say, "So, are you interested in an acoustic?" Yes. Do you want a standard size, full size guitar? Do you want a cutaway? What's that? And I get that quite often. Lots and lots of players don't know. So for those of you that don't know, hopefully this video helped. And if you liked it, please like the video. Please comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it, and if you give me your ideas and your thoughts. And if you have any questions, please comment below. And please subscribe. If you like this channel, I promise you, if you guys will start, more subscribers I'll get. I promise I'm going to continue to pound out the content, more fun videos. I'm pretty crazy usually. I know I seem kind of subdued, but we do a lot of fun things around here. And I'd like to put out more, but I definitely would love for you guys to subscribe. If this kind of stuff helps, I'm going to continue to put it out. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. If you're in the area, if you're in the Houston or Deer Park area, come by and see us. We'd love to see you guys. And so please subscribe, please like the video and comment, and don't forget, guys, play like it's your last day. We'll see you guys later.